What is good homies? Homie Dolphin here, and today, well, I was bored, so I decided to tell you homies to ask me some questions for a Q&A. So yeah, let's do this. I'm going to try and answer the best of them. Alright homies. So first question is by Nala Girl. She asks, how do we become part of the squad of you and Pink Sheep? And well, it's easy fam. Just subscribe to our YouTube channels and don't be a hater, and you can always chill with us. Homie Dean asks, homie Dolphin, why are you so prankster gangster? Well fam, your boy doesn't really know. One day, I just woke up, and it was the same as the previous one. So I have been like this ever since I was born. I can't really explain it. Panda Fanatic asks, do you like pandas? Well, there is homie Panda, but I already like pandas anyways. They looks really dope with their white and black colors all over their body. If I had to pick another animal to be, besides a dolphin, it would be a panda, maybe. Boogeyman asks, how old are you? Okay, this question is starting to become a trend. Homies, I have said this like a million times already, and I don't understand why you keep asking it. I would think that by now you are pleased with the question. But here we go again. I'm years old. NGO Steven asks, when did you meet Purple Shep? Well, I actually found out about him myself, because, well, I went to hang out with Pink Sheep, but all of a sudden I hear this really loud sound coming from the basement and I went to check. So then, I saw him. I saw Purple Shep being hidden by Pink Sheep, because he was ashamed of how stupid he was back then. So yeah, that's how I met him. Sarah Thanadu asks, do you have a spare mustache? Cause I need one. Yeah fam, I will send it to you through C-mail. Hopefully it doesn't arrive to you all soggy and such. Mikasa Sa asks, how did you start YouTube, and is Pink Sheep your favorite homie? Well, your boy started YouTube because of Pink Sheep. I saw how huge his YouTube channel was, and I decided that I wanted to be just like him. So then, I started to make videos, and this is where I am. And yes, Pink Sheep is my favorite homie. I have had the best times of my life while hanging out with him. Dat Rajan Banana asks, do you have a girlfriend? Well, no, but you can hit me up ladies. Nah, just kidding. Your boy likes to be free, so he can spend more time with his homies. Cookie2Boy asks, why don't you play with Pink Sheep? I have noticed that this is a very asked question too. But, well, Pink Sheep doesn't know about my YouTube channel, but I have a feeling that soon enough there will be videos on the channel with him. Akamaru Zuka asks, have you ever watched Naruto? Yes, I have. Funny thing is, my homie Arbiter is a big fan of anime, so he decided to show me one of his favorite animes, which was Naruto. So yeah, I can thank my homie Arbiter for that. Mautisa Mamad asks, how did you meet all of your homies? Okay, so for this one it's going to be quite a story, so I'm only saying the stories of how I met my main homies. I met homie Pink Sheep whenever he was stranded on an island, and I helped him get back to land. I met homie Arbiter because I went to get an ice cream when all of a sudden I saw his ice cream fall from his cone, and I know the feeling, so I gave him mine. And we started hanging out after. I met homie Penguin at the North Pole whenever there was a seal coming to attack him, so I protected him by making the hater seal back off, although I passed out afterwards because it was super cold, but homie Penguin saved me. And finally, I met homie Cow after he was stranded on a raft in middle of the sea, so I gave him directions to the nearest Wendy's, and he took off from there. But then, I found him at the Wendy's restaurant a couple days later roasting haters, so I decided to hang out with him. So yeah, this is how I met all of my homies. Vision MK1 asks, do you like cheddar cheese? Well, I have never tried it because it reminds me of exploding TNT's terrible smell. Cameron Payne asks, who will win in a PvP battle, me or you? Well, I wouldn't know, since I have never fought you fam. I'd be hard to give that an answer. Trusty Wood asks, do you like Purple Shep? Well, sometimes he can be funny, so I can say that I kinda like him, but it's a meh. Swag Dolphin asks, why do Homie Nation have such fab mustaches? Well, first of all, can I just say that your name is amazing? And second of all, because we know how to properly trim and style our mustaches. Homie Cat asks, have you ever had a dream To walk on land and steal Mountain Dew and Doritos. Well yeah, my dream is to walk on land. But I would never steal Doritos, because it's not right to steal stuff, unless it's in a game, and if you are supposed to do so. Homie Shark asks, live without Mountain Dew or Doritos? Well, this is such a hard question that I can't answer it. Sorry fam. Kito asks, what is your favorite thing about Pink Sheep? Well fam, to be honest, I could say a lot of things that I love about Pink Sheep, since he is a homie, but my favorite thing is that the homie Pink Sheep can always find a way to entertain you. Like seriously, once I was bored when all of a sudden I saw Pink Sheep running away from a stampede of elephants, while Purple Shep rode on top of him. So yeah. He can always find a way to keep you entertained. Rashik Rudin asks, when are you going to do another video with Pink Sheep? Well, right now, I don't think anytime soon, because it's hard trying to find ways to record videos with Pink Sheep without having him knowing that I'm recording a video for my own YouTube channel. But once I hit 100k it will be a lot more possible. Snehith 975 asks, how to get a on fleek mustache like you and Pink Sheep? Well, this is a elaborate process, but I will tell you step by step, so you can really get to know how I do this. First, you need to wash your mustache in water for about 20 minutes. Then after that, what you do is apply some shampoo to it. Now you may be like, why would a mustache need shampoo? Don't ask, just do it. After that, grab your mustache trimmers, and with a lot, and I really mean a lot of care, clip off the bits of hair that are going off the mustache, taking its shape away, and after that, just clean it one more time, and there you have it. Homie Cow asks, homie, what would you be if your fellow homies weren't your homies? Well, this a really touching question, because my homies mean the world to me. I can always count on having a good time whenever I'm hanging out with them. And in fact, if I had never met Pink Sheep I wouldn't have a YouTube channel, and had all the chances that I now have to become a YouTuber and make videos for thousands of homies out there. So yeah, my life has changed with all of the homies I met, and I don't think I'd be half as prankster gangster as I am if I hadn't ever met all of my homies. So yeah, they are one of the most important things to me in life. Well homies, that's going to be all questions that I have to answer for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, smack the like button with your mustaches, and make sure to follow your boy on Twitter for more amazing on point posts. But yeah, that's all for today. Homie Dolphin out.